My cousin swiped the cash I'd been saving for my son's operation. He'll be okay, though. Kids bounce back quickly. She grinned, planning a getaway to Paris. But a week later, she was full of regret. When my cousin Tara shared an Instagram story of herself toasting with champagne on a plane to Paris, something didn't sit right. At first, I couldn't pinpoint it. Then I spotted her pricey designer luggage in the next clip, and my heart sank. That was the same day I realized the money had vanished from my account. I'm still reeling from the past 48 hours. Maybe putting it on paper will help me decide my next move. My son Luca is 7 and needs surgery to fix his leg. He was born with a condition that makes walking tough. It's not fatal, but it limits his life. The doctors say the procedure will let him walk properly, run, and play like other kids. I've been saving for 2 years. Every overtime shift, every weekend, every holiday went into that fund. $12,000. It's not a massive sum, but for a single parent working in a warehouse, it feels like a fortune. I stashed it in a separate savings account, watching it grow bit by bit. Luca and I would check the balance together, dreaming about all he'd do after the surgery. Tara moved in with my sister Nora 3 months ago after losing her job. She was always at our house, playing with Luca, bringing him small gifts. In hindsight, I should have noticed the red flags. She kept asking about the surgery date, the payment details, and which account held the funds. I thought she was just being caring. Last Thursday, I checked my account during a break at work to transfer some money. The surgery fund was gone, completely drained. I called the bank right away. They confirmed multiple transfers to another account over the past week, small amounts, likely to avoid suspicion. I felt nauseous. I tried calling Tara, no response. Texted, silence. Then her Instagram stories started appearing. First the airport, then the champagne, then the damn Eiffel Tower. Each post hit like a slap. She wasn't even trying to cover her tracks. I called Nora, who was stunned. She mentioned Tara's Paris trip, but said she'd been saving for it, Nora told me. James, I had no clue. She used my internet, my computer sometimes. I'm so sorry. Luca asked me yesterday why I seemed so down. How do you tell a 7-year-old that someone he trusted stole his chance to walk normally? He showed me an Eiffel Tower keychain Tara gave him last week. Look, Dad, just like where Cousin Tara is now, he said. The same keychain she probably bought with his surgery money. I finally reached Tara this morning on WhatsApp. Her profile picture showed her at a cafe holding a pastry. When I confronted her about the money, her reply made my blood boil. Oh, James, don't be so dramatic. It's not like it's urgent surgery. He'll be fine. Kids recover fast. Besides, I needed this trip. Do you know how hard it is being jobless? I'll pay you back someday. Someday, as if my son's childhood can just wait for her to feel like it. I've saved everything. The transfers, the timestamps, the messages. I'm not letting this go. Tara thinks family ties means she can take whatever she wants without consequences. She's about to find out otherwise. Nora's helping me plan my next steps. The bank is looking into the transfers, but they warned it might be tricky since Tara used my Wi-Fi and devices at my house. She knew what she was doing, making it look like the transfers came from my IP address. The surgery was set for next month. Now I have to call tomorrow and cancel it. The thought of breaking the news to Luca makes me ill. He's been crossing off days on his calendar, excited about playing basketball with his friends after recovery. I'm not asking for advice on whether to file a police report or press charges. That's already decided. I'm going to the station tomorrow morning. What I can't figure out is how to tell my son his surgery's delayed. How do I explain that someone he cares about chose a vacation over his ability to walk properly? Tara keeps posting stories from Paris like nothing's wrong. Designer boutiques, upscale cafes, tourist landmarks. Each post tags her location, each one paid for with money meant to help my son walk. She even posted a photo of a charity box at Notre Dame, captioning it feeling grateful, giving back. I've blocked her everywhere, but Nora keeps sending me screenshots. You need to keep proof of everything, she says. She's right. Each post is practically an admission, showing where my son's surgery money went. The worst part? Some family members are already trying to downplay it. She's struggling, they say. She'll repay you, as if that justifies it. As if my son's childhood is just a casualty of Tara's tough times. I'm not backing down. Not now. Luca deserves better than someday. Update. Tara just posted another story. She's raising a glass of wine at some rooftop bar, captioning it "Living My Truth." Sorry, not sorry. Fine, Tara. Keep posting. Keep showing everyone who you really are. I'll be at the police station first thing tomorrow. Update. First, thank you all for the support on my last post. A lot has unfolded in the past week, and none of it was what I anticipated. I thought filing a police report would be the toughest part. Turns out that was just the start. The police were direct. Since Tara had access to my Wi-Fi and devices at my place, they're treating this as a civil issue. They took my statement and evidence but said I'd likely need to take it to small claims court. Not the outcome I wanted, but at least it's on record. Meanwhile, Tara's Paris escapade continues to play out on social media like a warped reality show. Yesterday, she posted a haul video, 3 luxury purses, new shoes, and what she called her Paris-style refresh. The amount she bragged about spending would have covered Luca's surgery and therapy. She even tagged the shops, writing, "Chasing my dreams." Wow. But here's where it gets wild. Remember my sister Nora? She did some sleuthing and discovered Tara's been spinning different tales to different relatives. To our aunts, she said I offered to fund her new beginning. To our cousins, she claimed the money was a loan we agreed on. To her parents, she insisted I was being generous because she's family. The stories shift, but they all paint me as the villain for wanting it back. Tara's parents called me last night. They offered to chip in some money to keep the peace. Their version of help? $2,000, paid in installments over 6 months, as if that's fair when their daughter stole $12,000 from her cousin's disabled child. I told them I'd see them in court. Their silence spoke volumes. Luca's been asking questions. He's a bright kid. He noticed I took down the calendar where we were counting down to his surgery. I tried saying we need to wait a bit longer, but he just stared at me with those big eyes and asked, "Is it because Cousin Tara needed the money more than me? 7 years old, and he's already learning harsh truths about family." I got a text from Tara this morning. "Look, I know you're upset, but you're blowing this out of proportion. I'm not stealing, I'm borrowing. Besides, what's the hurry? It's not like Luca's in danger or anything. Kids are tough. Like that makes it okay." Nora's been incredible through this. She's helped me save every piece of evidence and even created a spreadsheet tracking Tara's flaunted purchases on social media. Proof, she calls it. She's right. Tara's building our case with every post. The family's divided now. Half think I should be lenient because Tara's going through a phase. The other half are appalled but want to stay out of it. Only Nora's openly backing me. She told our aunt, "A phase is dyeing your hair or dating a loser, not stealing a kid's surgery fund." I had to make some hard calls today. First, I canceled Luca's surgery slot. The hospital put us back on the wait list, but we lost our original date. Then I called my bank again. Tara just posted another story. She's raising a glass of wine at some rooftop bar, captioning it, "Living my truth." Sorry, not sorry. Fine, Tara. Keep posting. Keep showing everyone who you really are. I'll be at the police station first thing tomorrow. Update. First, thank you all for the support on my last post. A lot has unfolded in the past week, and none of it was what I anticipated. I thought filing a police report would be the toughest part. Turns out, that was just the start. The police were direct. Since Tara had access to my Wi-Fi and devices at my place, they're treating this as a civil issue. They took my statement and evidence but said I'd likely need to take it to small claims court. Not the outcome I wanted, but at least it's on record. Meanwhile, Tara's Paris escapade continues to play out on social media like a warped reality show. Yesterday, she posted a haul video, 3 luxury purses, new shoes, and what she called her Paris-style refresh. The amount she bragged about spending would have covered Luca's surgery and therapy. She even tagged the shops, writing, "Chasing my dreams." Wow. But here's where it gets wild. Remember my sister Nora? She did some sleuthing and discovered Tara's been spinning different tales to different relatives. To our aunts, she said I offered to fund her new beginning. To our cousins, she claimed the money was a loan we agreed on. To her parents, she insisted I was being generous because she's family. The stories shift, but they all paint me as the villain for wanting it back. Tara's parents called me last night. They offered to chip in some money to keep the peace. Their version of help? $2,000, paid in installments over 6 months. As if that's fair when their daughter stole $12,000 from her cousin's disabled child. I told them I'd see them in court. Their silence spoke volumes. Luca's been asking questions. He's a bright kid. He noticed I took down the calendar where we were counting down to his surgery. I tried saying we need to wait a bit longer, but he just stared at me with those big eyes and asked, "Is it because Cousin Tara needed the money more than me? 7 years old, and he's already learning harsh truths about family." I got a text from Tara this morning. "Look, I know you're upset, but you're blowing this out of proportion. I'm not stealing, I'm borrowing. Besides, what's the hurry? It's not like Luca's in danger or anything. Kids are tough. Like that makes it okay." Nora's been incredible through this. She's helped me save every piece of evidence and even created a spreadsheet tracking Tara's flaunted purchases on social media. Proof, she calls it. She's right. Tara's building our case with every post. The family's divided now. Half think I should be lenient because Tara's going through a phase. The other half are appalled but want to stay out of it. Only Nora's openly backing me. She told our aunt, "A phase is dyeing your hair or dating a loser, not stealing a kid's surgery fund." I had to make some hard calls today. First, I canceled Luca's surgery slot. The hospital put us back on the wait list, but we lost our original date. Then I called my bank again. They're still investigating, but they've flagged the unauthorized transfers. Small wins, I suppose. Tara finally picked up one of my calls today. Her brilliant fix. She suggested I just launch a crowdfunding page or something, because she can't pay now. When I pointed out her designer shopping spree, she said, "That's separate. I needed those for my brand. How else am I supposed to network for work?" The real gut punch came tonight. Tara posted a lengthy Instagram story about toxic relatives and prioritizing yourself. She even tossed in quotes about cutting out negative vibes and moving on from unsupportive people. The irony would be hilarious if it weren't so maddening. I'm meeting a lawyer next week. Nora found one who offers free initial consults. The family's already calling me overdramatic for involving lawyers in family matters. But you know what? I watched Luca try to keep up with his friends at the park today, limping but determined. That's all the motivation I need. Here's the latest twist. Tara's back from Paris. Instead of keeping a low profile, she's throwing a Paris-themed dinner to share her travel stories. She even had the audacity to invite me and Luca. Her text read, "Let's move past this drama. Luca would love the gifts I got him." Gifts? Like some tourist souvenirs could make up for stealing his surgery money? I've got the lawyer meeting on Tuesday. Tara doesn't know yet, but she's about to learn that actions have consequences, family or not. She thinks I'm overreacting? Fine. Let's see how she handles court papers served at her little Paris party. Update 2. Sometimes justice needs a nudge. After my last update, things got messier before they improved. But I found a way to make Tara face the truth. I skipped her Paris dinner, but Nora went. She recorded everything on her phone, not covertly, just openly sharing to Instagram stories like others there. Tara was in full show-off mode, displaying her Paris photos on her tablet, boasting about every purchase. Then she played a video that made my blood boil. She was at a cafe, raising her glass to the camera. "Big thanks to my cousin James's savings for funding this adventure. No regrets." Her friends laughed in the background. She recorded herself admitting to taking the money, thinking it was a joke. Nora sent me the clip instantly. Tara noticed and started yelling at her to delete it. "It was just a prank. You're ruining the vibe." The party turned chaotic, with Tara's parents trying to calm things down while Tara ranted about family disloyalty. Here's where it gets juicy. Remember Tara's job hunt? She actually got hired for a local role, starting next week. Well, not anymore. Nora found the job listing online. It was for a financial assistant role, handling company funds. The job required strong ethics and managing sensitive financial data. I sent the hiring manager a concise email with links to Tara's public posts about her Paris trip. Just the facts. Here's your new financial assistant, bragging about taking $12,000 from a child's surgery fund. No sob story, no drama, just her own words. Tara lost the job offer within hours. She showed up at my house that night, banging on the door. "How dare you? You destroyed my future. I was going to repay you with that job." Luca was scared by the shouting. I had to call the police to make her leave. They recognized her from my earlier theft report. Her parents finally saw the party video. Their attitude shifted entirely. Instead of defending her, they're now insisting she sell her designer bags and Paris outfits to start repaying the money. Tara's reaction? She locked herself in her old room at their house and posted Instagram stories about being targeted by toxic relatives, claiming no one cares about her mental health. The real turning point came at a family dinner at our grandparents' house. Tara tried playing the victim again, but this time was different. Our grandfather, who avoids family conflicts, spoke up. He'd been following her social media, watching her spend money meant for his great-grandson's surgery. "You bought 3 fancy purses while Luca struggles to walk," he said. The room went quiet. "Shame on you." Tara started crying, but not her usual theatrics. For the first time, she looked truly shaken. Nobody was buying her story anymore. Her own parents supported me when I brought up the civil court case. Then she tried one last tactic. "But I'm family. How could you turn on family?" My reply was straightforward. Luca's family, too. You chose purses over his ability to walk. The consequences were swift. Tara's mom started listing her recent buys on resale sites. Her dad contacted my lawyer to arrange a repayment plan. Tara's still fighting it, but she's alone now. No more family defenders, no more excuses. The designer bags are being sold. The Paris outfits, too. Tara's parents are making her move back home and controlling her money until she pays it all back. They learned she has other debts, too. The Paris trip wasn't her only reckless spending. The family's stance has changed entirely. Tara's not invited to gatherings anymore. Her cousins have unfollowed her on social media. Even her closest friends are pulling away after seeing her behavior. Last night, Tara's not finding anyone to stay with. She posted a vague story. Sometimes rock bottom shows you your true self. She included a screenshot of her deleted Paris posts. Maybe reality's sinking in. Or not. She just texted me. "Hope you're satisfied. My life's destroyed, and it's all your fault." No, Tara. You brought this on yourself. and now everyone sees it. The court date is set for next month, but her parents are urging her to settle before then. Either way, Luca's getting his surgery money back. Final update. I didn't think I'd need another update, but yesterday's events demand one. Karma hit Tara in a way I never saw coming. It started with Luca's rescheduled surgery consultation. Tara's parents have kept up their monthly payments, and we finally had enough for the initial deposit. As I sat in the waiting room filling out forms, my phone lit up with texts. Tara had shown up at her parents' house in a frenzy. She'd been turned down for another job. Her online history keeps catching up with her. Every time someone searches her name, they find her Paris posts gloating about using borrowed funds. The internet doesn't let go. Instead of owning it, she burst into their home demanding they make it right. Her mom refused. That's when Tara snapped. She started grabbing her mom's designer bags, screaming that if they could sell her things, she'd sell theirs too. Her dad recorded the outburst on his phone, not to humiliate her, but to protect themselves now. In the video, you hear Tara yelling, "You chose him over me, your own daughter." I hope you're proud of your new favorite child. Her parents didn't press charges, but they did something Tara found worse. They cut her off entirely. No more paying her phone bill, no more emergency funds, no more living at their house. They told her they'd pay for therapy if she seeks help, but nothing else until she owns her actions. Shiara's mom replied calmly, "No, we chose right over wrong. We failed you by never teaching you that difference." That's when Tara threw things around. She grabbed a vase, a family heirloom from our great-great-grandmother, and smashed it against the wall. The neighbors called the police after hearing the noise. When officers arrived, Tara claimed her parents were abusing her by selling her belongings. The police, familiar with her prior incidents at my house, weren't convinced. Shiara tried to delete the video from her mom's phone, but it was already saved to the cloud. Shiara went all out on her social media. She posted wild stories accusing family members of made-up wrongs. She claimed Nora stole from shops. Never happened. She said I was misusing Luca's fund for gambling. Completely untrue. She accused her parents of neglect growing up. They indulged her, if anything. Nobody bought it. Her followers had seen her flaunt her Paris spree, watched her gloat about taking money, and followed her unraveling. The comments were harsh. "Isn't this the one who stole from her disabled cousin's surgery fund?" Still whining after robbing a kid's future, she deleted the comments, but they kept pouring back in. Finally, she posted a sobbing video saying she was being harassed online and needed a mental health break. 10 minutes later, she was on her backup account, asking if anyone had a spare room. Nobody responded. The real karma struck hard, though. Remember that Tara job she lost? The company reposted the listing. Guess who landed it? Nora's been working there since last week. When Nora started last week, Tara found out and showed up at the office, causing such a ruckus that security had to remove her. She's got a trespassing warning now. The family gathered for dinner last night without Tara this time. Her parents brought the final payment to cover the remaining surgery funds. As we sat there eating, Tara began spamming everyone's phones, texts switching between threats to apologies. Nobody answered. Her last message to me, "I hope you're happy. You've turned everyone against me. I'll never forgive you." I didn't reply. I was too busy helping Luca pack his hospital bag. His surgery's set for tomorrow morning. Shara's mom pulled me aside before leaving. She had tears, but wasn't grieving. "Thank you," she said, "for having the strength to stand up to her. We should have done it years ago." This morning, something surprising arrived. A package arrived at my doorstep. Inside was a letter with $2,000 cash and a handwritten note. "Dear James and Luca, this is all I have left. I sold my tablet and some clothes. I'm sorry it's not more. I'm sorry for everything. I know sorry isn't cut it. It's all I've got right now. Tara." I put the cash toward Luca's recovery fund. He'll need therapy after the surgery and every dollar counts. As for Tara, she's staying at a local hostel, applying to jobs under a new name, and finally starting counseling. She's parents are holding firm. They'll cover therapy, but nothing else until she proves change. Luca's surgery is in 12 hours. He's scared but hopeful. This morning, he said something that put it all in perspective. "Dad, when I can run, I'm gonna run so fast, all the bad things won't catch us. Run fast, kid. You've earned it." This is my final update. Thank you all for the support through this ordeal. Sometimes standing up to family is the toughest thing, but it's also the most essential. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this. See you in the next video.